Good morning everyone and welcome to Vlogmas Day 20. This morning I managed to accidentally switch my alarm off instead of snoozing it, so that was a bit of a mistake. It's just reminded me how much I need to get up when my alarm first rings instead of constantly snoozing it. I need to go out and pick up some presents for Stephen, so that is the plan for this afternoon. Luckily, I did all of my editing last night, so when I was having breakfast this morning, I exported my video onto my computer, and then when I went for my shower, I started uploading onto YouTube, and it has completely uploaded. So all I have to do now is make my thumbnail, and I will be ready to go after lunch. We aren't getting each other any particularly large presents for Christmas this year because we've bought tickets to go and see The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime. Stephen hasn't read the book. I read the book when it first came out and I still have my copy of it. I was looking in November for something that we could go and see this month, so I was thinking that maybe we would go and see a pantomime, and then I noticed The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime. I asked Stephen if he wanted to go and see it and he said yes, so we bought the tickets, but they were more than $100 each, and so we decided to just do small Christmas presents instead of anything particularly large. I don't really know what I'm going to buy for him, so I'm just going to go and see if I can get kind of small stocking filler type things. So that is the plan for today. It's looking pretty grey outside just now and there's a 50% chance of rain, so I'm just hoping that the rain can manage to stay away until I can get into town and get into a shopping centre. Stephen should be home soon, so I have the oven on and I will start making dinner in a bit. I managed to get a few bits and pieces, but I'm going to have to go out again and get some more things. I think it's really hard buying gifts when you're in a country where you're not particularly familiar with the shops. You would think after more than a year of living here that I would know where all the shops are and what everything sells, but I don't really go shopping. I think if I was back in Scotland, then it would be so much easier to do last minute Christmas shopping, because then I would be able to go, oh, I want to get this thing, so I would get it in this shop and that's where I can go to get it. But over here I go, oh, I could get this thing, where do I go? So it takes ages. I also might have bought myself a couple of things, which I kind of meant to do. I did mean to get myself a couple of things. I went into Sephora and covered the backs of my hands in different kinds of foundation, which is obviously what you do when you go into Sephora. I tried a few different Kat Von D foundations, and I tried one of the Marc Jacobs Remarkable foundations because I am a super pale person and it's incredibly difficult to find foundation that matches the colour of my skin. Some looked like they were too light, and then there was one that looked like it matched me in the shop, and then of course as soon as I stepped out into sunlight, the one that looked like it matched seemed like it was too dark, and the ones that looked like they were too light suddenly seemed like they matched. Who knows? I did get myself a new liquid lipstick. It's a Kat Von D one. So it's Outlaw, which is a dark red. Because I have this terrible habit of putting on lipstick and then touching my face, touching my lips, spreading my lipstick all around my face, and then looking in the mirror later and realising that there's just lipstick everywhere. I also got myself a Beauty Blender cleanser. Not that I have a beauty blender because I use the Real Techniques sponges, but I've just been using shampoo to clean my sponges, and I don't think it's the best thing for my sponges or my face. And I've been having a lot of issues with my face. I should probably not be wearing makeup because it's probably not helping the situation. I also went into Lush and I got myself the Aquamarina facial cleanser because Lush products are pretty mild and I find that they tend to agree with my skin, so despite the fact that I already have about 4 different cleansers which are not agreeing with my skin, I thought I would just add to the pile. This is how I end up with so many products, because I hate my skin. Anyway, I'm going to go and make dinner now. You know, it's really easy to find your way into a shopping centre in Melbourne, but it's really hard to find your way back out. There are 2 shopping centres here that are connected to each other, and they're also connected to Myer and David Jones. So you can go through Myer or David Jones, and then certain floors of those will connect onto the Emporium, and then certain floors of the Emporium connect onto Melbourne Central. And if you're trying to get out once you've got in, then it takes forever. I think it's some kind of tactic to keep you in there for a really long time. I'm getting better at finding my way back out though. I don't get lost for quite as long. Still get lost though. I just started putting all my video files onto my computer from today. Put them into Adobe Premiere so that I could edit them and make sure that was all done for tomorrow. But I'm having a slight issue with one of the files. It plays fine on the computer, and then as soon as I put it into Adobe, then the sound plays okay to begin with, and then it gets to a certain point in the video and the sound starts again from the beginning instead of being in time with the video part of it. It's very strange. And I've taken it out, put it back in. It keeps happening again and again and again when I put that file into the program, even though the file on the computer itself is absolutely fine. So I've had a look at my computer and it's really full now. There's about 90 gigabytes of space free on a computer that's got 2 terabytes worth of hard drive space. That's 2,000 gigabytes that my computer had when I got it, and it's now got 90 gigabytes free. So I think what I might do is just spend a bit of time backing things up, making some space on my computer, and then return to the editing once I've got a bit of space. Hopefully that will work. One thing that I'm trying to get better at is organizing things in a much more logical way when I back up my computer, because what I used to do was I would just back up everything every single time, and so I would have so many duplicates of things on my external hard drive, and over time I've been going through and trying to get rid of all the duplicates and organize everything in such a way that when I back things up, I only have to back up the new things instead of backing up everything. So yes, I just need to organize my hard drive better and make sure that I've only got 1 copy of everything. And my computer in general, I just want to get organized a lot better so that I can see really clearly what I've got, what's backed up, what isn't, save myself an awful lot of time. It's slightly scary that this is just Vlogmas stuff. It's pretty late just now, it's coming up for 11 o'clock, and my files are still transferring over to my external hard drive. I have been cleaning up some of the files on my computer and watching a bit of YouTube in the meantime. So I think it's pretty late now. I'm just going to go to bed. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you have enjoyed today's video, and subscribe if you want to see more from me, and I'll see you all again tomorrow. Bye everyone!